Howdy folks. This here's the old mountain man talking at you from the backside of this here lake in the hills of Arkansas. Well, I got a piece of the survival equipment here that just may come in handy to help keep you warm on the inside. And that would be an Arctic canteen. I picked this little gem up on eBay for $39.99, and for the condition it's in, I would say that's an excellent price. Peel that back, and you got a double-walled stainless steel canteen. Keeps your water from freezing in Arctic temperatures. Now, I said it's going to keep you warm on the inside. This is an idea I had while I was sitting there, and I was thinking about all the different liquids that this could keep in Arctic temperatures. Military specification number U.S.LS1. I think that's a lot number. LS1 or LSI 84. It's made in 1984, I do believe. And yeah, it comes with a cup. But here's my idea about keeping you warm on the inside. You take this Arctic canteen that's going to keep your water from freezing. You put hot liquid in it. Hot coffee, hot tea, hot lemonade, whatever. Or just hot water. Why? Well, you're out in the wintertime or in a real bad situation. You got cold ass temperatures, and let's say you get a fire built. Your outsides are warm, but you're still shaking and trembling. You still feel cold. Well, that's because your core body temperature dropped by even a couple of degrees. You're gonna be miserable, and I promise you that. I guarantee you, there ain't nothing, there's only one or two things in this world I hate more than being cold, but being cold is one of the worst things I ever could have happen to me. I was homeless once. I was homeless on the streets, and I was out in the woods, out in the streets, wherever, whatever I could find a little bit of food, a little bit of comfort, a little bit of shelter. And believe you me, my survival skills benefited me greatly. And of course, I had a wonderful aunt, and she is a member of the Cherokee Nation, and she bestowed a lot of commodity food, flour and canned goods and all this other good stuff on me, probably about 80 or 90 pounds, so that really helped during the winter time. But a lot of times I was away from home trying to scrounge up work to make money. That was my Aunt Joanne, and God bless her for it. Love that woman to pieces. I'll never forget you, Aunt Joanne, or your kindness. Anyone that ever does me a kind turn, I'll never forget them. But bringing that core body temperature up with hot fluids in an Arctic canteen, that canteen has the same insulating value as your high-priced double-wall stainless steel tumblers that you see in the store. And yes, after the patent expired, the other companies like Ozark Trail, they snatched up on it. They kept an eye on that patent. They were eagle-eyeing that patent and said, "Oh yeah, when's it going to expire? When it's going to expire? We can take that pattern after that and make our own little knockoffs that poor folks could afford." And believe you me, I got one of those double-wall stainless steel tumblers. It was bought for me by a very lovely lady that I was once engaged to. But we just turned out to be incompatible, And all I got to say on that, as advice for anybody else out there, is people, just be yourself. Don't try to put on a show or airs or pretend to have a certain personality, I expect that the other person is going to find attractive. Because it never ends well. You know, that is, if you're like me. Other than that, you know, everything was hunky-dory. But I got this little gem here. I gave my brother 2 of them. I gave him the original 2 that I bought. Because he said, I don't even have a canteen. Didn't even think about it. And he said, you know, he was real grateful and he was thankful and said, yeah. I said, yeah, well, it'll keep your liquids hot. It'll keep your water from freezing. It'll do all kind of good stuff. I love this thing. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to Working Class Survival. It's Working Class Survival or Working Man Survival. Very pleasant fellow. Very nice. He's got about 50 subscribers, including me. I hit the like button on his videos once in a while to draw attention to his channel. If you cannot afford this high-priced stuff, some of this high-priced stuff, he gives you the lower-priced alternatives. And I guarantee you, you'll be grateful for it. And if something breaks, it's no great loss. You know, once in a while you can get a lower priced item that actually works real well. You know, I've run into it. I've done it. I've done that many times. I take a look at something real careful and I say, looks durable. It's one piece, full time construction on a knife, something like that. And I try. You know, I try it out. I give it a go. Over here in the yard somewhere is that old Rambo 4 knife. And it's been with me for 5, 6, 7 years, something like that. And I beat the daylights out of it, done everything I could to it, and it's still just top notch. Well, not top notch, but it's still in real great shape. Gonna last me for a long time more. May even buy another one if the prices stay reasonable on them. But yeah, that is one of my survival tips. Get yourself an Arctic canteen from LittleGIJoes Army Surplus. They're on eBay. I will put the link in the video description below. And by golly. No, I was saying about the lot number a while ago. The lot number is 016. Martinez Incorporated. I'm reading from the bottom up. I don't know why. Cover water canteen insulated DLA 10088 Charlie 4635. NSN 84650075364990. Anyway, yeah, we got the area agency on aging bringing my elderly neighbor their lunch, if you want to call it that. They really need some more funding for better food. And little bear's got to go get a dog biscuit from the driver. Did I just snort when I laugh? I do that sometimes. This big old nose and them sinus problems I got from having a tooth pulled with the roots up in there. Yeah, I'm going off on other subjects and such, but there was some people that just said that they could sit and listen to me talk about anything all day long. I said, oh, okay. I said, that's up to you. If you don't mind, I don't mind. But you know, one very important thing about keeping your body going and keeping active, you got to have water to process food. You got to have liquids. You know, some men choose beer. I can't. When I was younger, I'd dang sure have me some beer. And every once in a while, I'll have a beer with a buddy. me and my brother, we sat down one day so many years ago and had a little conversation, and a cold, what was that, a Bush beer? Or I think he drinks Bush beer, I don't know. Anyway, alcohol, that's a whole other thing in a survival situation. Please, people, do not fall under the illusion that alcohol will warm you up from the inside. It gives you that feeling, but like I said, it's an illusionary feeling. It's deceptive. Alcohol will dehydrate you in a survival situation. Now, if you're ready to die, get drunk. I mean, if you're wounded and you're hurt and you know you're not going to make it out there, ain't no chance, just tip it up and go out in style. That's what I'd do. That's what I'd do. If I knew I was going to die, both legs broke, gut shot, one arm's broke, and all I can do is raise a bottle and pull a cork, and then I'm going to have me a swig. I want to drink as much as I can to alleviate all that pain and suffering and what have you, and just go out like that. But that's in an extreme case where you just absolutely know you're going to die. Other than that, please leave the alcohol at home. Leave that for celebrations and occasions. Don't be packing that in there with the idea of drinking alcohol is going. Now, alcohol can sterilize wounds, kill germs if it's high enough proof. I would recommend 90 proof or higher for that purpose. Alright? I just don't really see how it's going to do you any good out there in the wilderness or wherever you may be in your particular survival situation to have a drink for the purpose of warming you up. I admit, sometimes in the winter, if the winters are bad enough, I got my coffee. And in that Arctic canteen, in a bad situation, I know I'm headed off in a bad situation, maybe to pull some greenhorn out of the daggone bad situation they got into. I'm putting hot coffee in that Arctic canteen, and it will stay hot. Unlike this single stainless steel walled Stanley cup. Now, and this thing here, now on the site, one more thing about this, on the site they say that these caps may be cracked, but and I studied them real close, and I've bought 3 of these so far. There's scratches, or it looks almost like scratches, but those are just creases from the mold that they injection mold this plastic. And I once worked in a fishing lure factory, and we know all about the little flaws and well, of course, the contouring and the paint and all that goes on the fishing lures covers that up. But injection molding is not perfect, but if you do get one that, if it does crack or anything like that over time, don't sweat it. You can get a cork the same size as that, and there's a rubber plug in there. You can put the cork in there, or better yet, just leave your rubber plug in there, and that rubber plug will form fit to that cork. What you think about that? I just now thought of that. Yeah, you see how my mind works? I can get that camera going and all kinds of ideas just roll through my head. I really need to start shooting videos more often. I know I've said it before, but sometimes the motivation just ain't there. I don't know why. I don't know, I get busy in my own head. Really, I just get busy in my own head and I can't make up my mind. I want to do another modification video on my personal defense round where I've modified the 38 caliber CCI pest control shot shell. Now, I took a picture of a rat shot shell next to a dead rat with the CCI box of ammo long before that they came out with that modification, and it's where I took out the number 9 shot and put in number 4 turkey load shot. Now number 4 is way bigger than number 9 shot. You know, it's the difference between, oh shoot, I can't even think of anything to compare it to right off the bat, but I should have shot a video on it, because when you put it on video, then it's yours. Yeah, there's gonna be some people that are gonna copycat that, use it for their own personal use, but I ask you, please, if you benefit from any of my videos in the way of taking that idea and making money off of it, please share. I'm just asking nicely, please share. Now, I've thrown cussing, stomping fits, and there's really no reason to get on here and pitch a fit like that, but I vent my steam before I come on camera, so I don't go raising 10 kinds of hell on camera and offending and scaring my subscribers off. Yeah, the guy that you see in these videos is friendly and polite and nice, and most generally 99.9% of the time I am. But you give me the right situation, I explode like a green pile. You know, you seen, have you ever heard of hay bales being put in the dang barn when they're green or a little wet, and that heat from that hay gets building up, and all of a sudden, boom, the barn explodes? Well, I'm not like that. No, you'll know right away if I'm pissed off. You know, there'll be this sullen, and you get the stink eye. You get the stink eye, and then, yeah, it's readily apparent. But I absolutely love this thing, and I'm getting me another one, and probably another one, and I may be giving them away for gifts this year. You know, that's the way, you know, that's what Christmas is. Well, not, Christmas ain't about giving gifts to each other. That's symbolic of the 3 wise men giving gifts to the baby Jesus in the manger there. And what was it, Bethlehem, Jerusalem? I have really got to get back to my Bible studies. And yes, I study the Bible. Yeah, my language ain't always the nicest or the cleanest or what have you. I get a bit rough at times. But God looks in here. He looks on the inside. He don't look on the outside. And I hope and pray that my Lord and Savior is looking down on me and he said, "Now, that boy's got some quirks and he's kind of rough around the edges, but could be I can find him a place up here whenever his body finally quits him." And I hope that's what's going on, you know. But there's a proverb that comes to mind: there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but in the end thereof is death. Watch out what you think, watch out what you consider. You know, things that you may forgive, the good Lord may be saying, yeah, no. Oh, well, before I get off to preaching too awful much, which I really should not, because like all the rest of us, I am a sinner. I am not perfect. I am simply redeemed. I am simply forgiven. And with that, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas instead of Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And may it be a blessed and profitable one. And by profitable, I mean, if you're not healthy, may you be healthy. If you have no food in your refrigerator, may someone drop some food on your doorstep. If you are lonely, may someone visit you. If you're cold, may someone give you a coat. That's what I mean by profitable. We gain friends. We profit, by having friends. Those friends profit us by giving us advice, helping us solve our problems, and we in turn them. So, with that, I will be signing off for now. This here's your old mountain man signing off from the backside of this here lake in the hills of Arkansas, wishing you all the best, and at least consider the Arctic Canteen. If you can't get one new for $39.99 from LittleGIJoes and get one somewhere, it's in good shape. We'll talk with y'all later. Adios for now.